Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. This is Martin here, and another week, definitely a rising week with the market that we've seen right now in here. Now, of course, some of you may have wondered what has happened when we saw the US Dow Jones rising so much. This is also due to the CPI figure that was released was better than experts. Check out my morning podcast that I've talked about it and I talked briefly on it. And also the Wednesday night talk where we talk about what is likely to happen to the market due to the impact of the US midterm 2022 election. That is going to have a big impact to our market in here. Some of you may not aware. So check out that video that I've done on the Facebook and also on the YouTube. Let's go and see what we have for you this morning in our breakfast show. No other than our market. Now, in this episode, or in this episode 47, we'll be talking about the resumption of the upside. Now, the week before we were talking about likelihood the market was taking it, but at the end of it, it does need to take a cue. In this case, is the US market, and the CPI figure is definitely lower. So our market is really going. And also, don't forget our GDP figure that is going to be released by for the third quarter is showing up almost 14% growth, and that's a pretty good growth. And that's why the market is not tanking lower, but instead looking for another upside. And that's why we have the reaccumulation, also due to the US midterm election effect. Now, more importantly is how do we see the end of this midterm, as well as the reaccumulation of the market stage 1, and then eventually seeing those green pentagon. Now remember, in VSA 360 we are seeing a lot of green pentagon coming up there, and also you can check it out on the smart Robie. So have you prepared your January election 15 list in there? Some of those stocks are really moving ahead, and that's why we have the VSA 360 watch list with all the UMNO stocks as well as the general election stock. So you can check it out in there, or you can sign up for our 10-day free trial to learn more about this. Now let's get on to our program. Of course, we like to hear your feedback. Check it out on us and through this QR code in here. And don't forget, tonight we are doing our foundation course 1 in here. We still have a couple of seats left, and also our existing members do come back and check out our foundation course, as well as tomorrow I'll be doing the foundation 2, which will cover many of the fundamentals of VSA that will get you started. If you are not done so, this is the time to really do it in here. And of course, our VSA 360 is the stock that we're talking, and also our intraday alert, which has been giving us very good signal, as well as very good stock candidate in here. Of course, with the new feature of our VSA 360 in here with stock alert and notification in here. So right now, let's take a look at the VSA 360 on the 5 things you should know of, and what are those things that we have this morning in here. Definitely what we have seen so far, the market is up 11 points, and this is what we are talking about in here. You can see the KLCI, which I'm going to show you shortly in here. Many of the stocks has actually turned up, but what very important is also the last 5 days since the 4th of November until the 10th of October. We've been having 5 days in a row foreign fund accumulate continue to be buying 97 million, 70 million. I mean, that also explains why our KLCI is not going lower, but looks like there is a follow through to the upside from here onwards. And healthcare right now, it seems to be in the favor. As you can check on to the VSA 360, something you need to have is our heat map, where you have Top Glove, Inari. These are the one that is really making wave in here, partly also due to the CPI figure that is released will likely put the raise of the interest rate by the US Federal Reserve will be slowed down towards the 2023. That in fact also will have an impact in our local market. And of course, let's take a look at the sector that we've seen so far. No doubt KLCI turned green pentagon last night, so keep note of that one. That's where it turned green pentagon, and we do see that's where the green pentagon is. You can check it out from here. So some of these stocks eventually will start to rally. So we got the plantation is still in red pentagon, okay, and then we have the energy, KL media, property, industrial product, consumer, finance, utilities, healthcare. All right, this is the one, is the newest one, just turned green Pentagon, and it does look like very, very healthy going forward for a lot of the healthcare in here, something that I do like in here. And we'll check out one of the stocks. And also technology just turned green Pentagon. KL Technology is still in green Pentagon, so you can see in the blue trend zone in here. So that means the trend is still pointing on the upside, but many of these will soon follow the KLCI in here. So right now you can see the top glove, everything is green, which is really a good for this market in here, something that we are looking to be healthy. And on our CR, I'll talk about that one. Also, let's take a look at our KL alert this morning, some of those watch lists that we have in here. FPI has turned green Pentagon, Optimax has turned red, Supermax, so as I said before, a lot of the rubber stocks has turned green. So maybe it's a time for you, those who have not disposed some of your rubber glove stock, is to sell some of these stocks. Syntax, RHB Bank, RL, this is the one on energy, Excel Force, this is the one on, another UMNO list here. You could see Aeon, Ta'an, these are your plantations. So some of them are, AMD has turned back to green Pentagon, so keep that in mind. That will be good because that is one of the biggest semiconductor mover in here. MYEG has turned red Pentagon, GDEX has turned green Pentagon. On your own personal alert, you could also see some of the alert that I set up in here. I got Syntax, RHB, FNN, JHL has turned red Pentagon previously in here, but if you want to know what now, there was one of our user asking about KNM. Just want to show you where KNM is, and we can bring that up here. So you can see KNM is actually 5 cents in here, and it's trading below the broke through the 10-cent mark, and this is where the big heavy selling in here. Unfortunately, there was a green Pentagon in here, but the market broke through. I think it's time also to chabot a bit if you have not in here. So this is the one that is, KNN is still losing money, as I said before in here. This is something, a stock that you shouldn't be buying because it's gone beyond penning. Anytime it can go to PN17. Much of that I said in here. Now also let's take a look at the top glove, right? Top glove in here. So this is one of the biggest, strongest stocks. Can see top glove continue to make up. Now one of the observation, we find that since green Pentagon, you can see from here onwards, since green Pentagon on the 8th of October, 3 days ago, the stock has gone up 10%. So it's always paid dividend to follow your green Pentagon in here, which is actually from the opening, and today the market is up 5% in here. So always follow the green Pentagon, and if you really want to enter, usually is the opening of the open price of next day to go in, and that's how we calculate this 10% in here. Now another stocks we were shown earlier on was Inari. So let's check out Inari in here, and you could see Inari, and this is 4.5% since the last green Pentagon in here, which is about 24 days ago. So ever since we have that green Pentagon, just like other technology sectors, it actually turned, but it wasn't really that sure maybe until today, with the US Federal Reserve signaling likelihood of no interest rate rise. So the technology stocks will rebound back. Now it's 255. But I do think if you look back in terms of the seasonality, the Inari stock has dropped 45%. Now, logically speaking, yearly returns about 15%. It is still one of the worst ones. So we might see a big rally in here for the month of November, and then December, perhaps maybe closing around 7%. So that will be a very nice 20 to 30% upwards from in here. Maybe not that much, but we got to see how's that in here. But if we look back, some of the stocks like Apple, they hasn't dropped that much yet. So if they're playing the catch up, so right now, Inari seems to be in the best position in here. Now another stocks are going forward, if they're going to be raising interest rate, is definitely public bank. So from the VSA 360 in here, you can see since green Pentagon, it's up 2.3% for being a blue chip stocks. So it's moving up nicely in here, holding above the 40-day moving average in here, and it's look like crossing up. So again, going back by public bank, by any logic, it is positive 7%, not bad for the banking stock in here. So if the interest rate will be in play, who knows, we are looking probably another rally in the month of December. So you've been informed, the month of December we will see a very nice rally in here, so take note. And this is where some of the blue chip stocks that you have. Now important, some of the stocks that you did not cut loss, it is a time to cut loss because the month of December will be coming. Okay, the month of December will be coming, and this is where the market is likely to move higher rather than not. Always take the pain now rather than foreseeing many of the good opportunity moving forward in here. All right, so you can see from here we talk about the Inari and Public Bank. So you can see following the green pentagon, even from our VSA 360 as well as our Smart Robie will pay dividend in here so much. Now also some of the green pentagon winner in here, you can see from the October 28 early this month, PJ Carex actually did a pretty nice move from 16.9%, and you can check out Carex from here, like still moving up since the green pentagon, and since the green pentagon it's about 39%. You see 39%, which is about 42 days ago, which is somewhere in 30th of September, green pentagon, and there was another opportunity in here, market blast up through in here. And this is also similar to the rubber gloves story. Maybe they're turning back into red, right? And this is one of the great comeback stocks, I would say, for Carex in here. All right, you can see from that pie. So PJ Hilton, again, very similar. You can use the VSA 360 to check it out. If you're not using VSA 360, it's time to check out. Now, of course, where we are right now, the KLCI have breached above the market support, like what we are seeing in here. Previously, it was here, and then the market broke through, and then we have the green pentagon right here, which is just yesterday. So that's why it's important you get updated of all the green pentagon movement, then you're no surprise. So if you look back on the market, right, on the 360 in here, let's go back to the dashboard. You could see the market updated yesterday when we saw the first green pentagon here somewhere. So you need to check it out every day. Log into the VSA 360 here, and you can see that's right, green pentagon happened at 10th of November. So that's how we know, and this is important if you are following the market. So right now the market seems to be gapping up here, and we want to see whether the continuation, of course, as you go up, you want to keep an eye for the red pentagon or any of the sign of winner. And this is something that we'll be talking greatly tonight for our foundation course 1 and also foundation course 2. So make sure you check it out, and those of you who have not, this is an opportunity for you to attend our foundation course, because the December rally is coming and you should do something about it to recover some of the losses. If you're not, definitely you are missing a big opportunity in there. Let me know what you think of the market right now. Pencil your comment into there, right? And it's going to be great. So for Nora, I think she want to look at top glove. Sure, no problem. We'll look at VSA 360 in here. And of course, let's take a look at the market right now. We have the green pentagon, as I said before, look likely to see the beginning of a stage 2 markup, right? And probably if you break up, this is where we will see the 1460 level, another reaccumulation higher in here. So right now looking very good. I was thinking that the market will break lower because of the stalemate that we see in the US midterm election, but somehow the market brushed it off with a better CPI figure, 7.7. It does look like the market's really good. Now on the weekly chart, using the VSA market indicator, you can see here onwards, the market did have a very nice 2-bar reversal here, another 2-bar reversal here, market goes up. You can see here the upthrust has been taken out, so this means the KLCI likely to rally until the 19, and who knows what is happening in the market in here may take the opposite side of the general election, start to rally. So just want to keep an eye on that one here. Market look likely to test the 1480 very soon in here. And of course, KLCI turning to up to a stage 2. Can you find some trade shares? Definitely you want to be able to find those good volume shares, no other than the Pentagon Guider on the VSA 360 as well on the Smart Robie apps. You're able to pick up some of those. Be wary of stocks that fail to close well or maybe close with an upthrust. This is something that you need to exit if you are trading the intraday. Yeah, if the trade doesn't work, you can exit on the three days or more and test it out the whole system in here, just like I remember. So let's take a look at the 4th of November last week. As I said before, we always look back on the 4th of November, just 1 week ago. But of course, you can always look back on Thursday, Wednesday, and Wednesday, because intraday trades, these are the trades that frequently happen. So at 9:36 was our first pickup that we have. Excuse me, let's go back to this one here. So 9:36 we have the there's one here, Avantech, 52 cents at 9:36. Itronic, we didn't pick it because it was below 9 cents. We want to pick something that is above the 47 cents. So the 47 cents is the guideline. IGB is 158 and it's a REITs. It's something that won't give the kind of momentum. You want to pick something below $1 but above 47 cents. So let's take a look at the first one, which is Avantech, spotted at 52.5 cents. That one was a bit high. And if you look at the market immediately, at the end of the day, the market closes with the uptrend. So remember, those of you who are trading and first time learning, when the market closes with the uptrust on the red pentagon in here, especially on the red pentagon, right? Remember, it hasn't turned green pentagon yet. That's the one that you need to exit, at least in the beginning of the opening price next day, before you see this big sell-off. So you've been warned, ending uptrust on the red pentagon or on the yellow trend zone, that's where you want to avoid the major sell. So it will save you some money. Then you can come back and trade other stocks every day, right? On the IGB REITs, spotted at 952 here. You can see the market eventually, sorry, let's bring that back here. Still holding its level in here. Remember, IGB REITs are banking on the economic reopening, but if it does have a green pentagon, hopefully at 158, 159 in here, then we'll see this market closing up higher. So this is one of those good dividend stocks in here. And then there's nothing much, and then we move on to the afternoon session around 3:45. There were power routes. Oka is 80 cents, all right, but we didn't pick Oka because the stocks on the left hand side, you can see there are some not traded. So we pick stocks that are DNEX and power routes. So let's take a look at power routes. So this was power routes at that time, 217 here. You can see pick it up, and eventually the market actually turned green pentagon the following day, 218, and they did go up to high of 224, giving a potential return of 2.7%. Now remember, power routes is one of those very good food company, not the trading stocks, but that's all we have right at that time. And even this one still give you a potential profit of 137 from 5,000 ringgit in here. Next one is DNEX. Pick it up at 75. This is more of a trading stock, spotted at 77.5 at 3:44 p.m. It did go up to high of the next day, 79.5, 2.5%. Giving it a potential return 129, but right now it's still moving up around the 77.5, so unchanged, and it does look like the green pentagon is here and likely to move up from this spot onwards. And also, don't forget, if you are VSA 360 subscriber, you will be emailed a daily intraday report, and one of the big mover on Thursday, yesterday, you could see was E-frame, right? The signal came in about 10 o'clock in here, and then giving it a potential return of 6.5%. Let's take a look yesterday, all right? Yesterday intraday report, the Thursday big report was sent out around this was sent out around in the evening, but the signal came in at 10 o'clock in the morning in here. And oops, sorry, let's go back to that again. And you could see even this was the 10 o'clock mark, right? You could get in at 69 or 70 cents, and right now it's already 74 cents. So there is still a continuation from Thursday. That thing came out. So make sure those of you who have the VSA 360, check out the intraday report on the daily basis to see what you have missed out on some of those trade in here. All right. And of course, the whole idea about the Pentagon trade idea intraday is that going forward to general election and even to the year end, we will have a lot of good success trade in here. Not all trade will work out like we are Avantech, but the good dividend stocks, PW, power routes will do well. Top Glove, as I said before, since the green Pentagon will also do well. Every day got fishes in here, and you want to target small profit 3 to 4%. For the better one with good ratings, you want to target a bit higher, maybe around 8 or 10% in here. Shorter term trading is much better in here because you go have a December run, and if you look back at the seasonal return, most of them will probably run short of it by the time you get to January. So keep that in mind, the safer even effect. So let's take a look at some of our candidate this morning and what are the stocks that we have. So if you don't have the intraday alert, get it from us or try our 10-day free trial here. So this is the intraday alert that's coming up, and you could see we have this 45 cent, and we have Advancon 28 cent. We got FM. Oh, FM would be good. Came out 10 o'clock. We got Astro 66.5 cents. Pharma 54 cents. Let's take a look at FM. So these are the one that you can have and you can always get it up. And also SP Tech has done green Pentagon. And one of the ways to do it is actually mouse overweight. You can see it here. All right, Advancon here. Okay, turn green Pentagon. So these stocks are not so good. So you just need to Astro from a down base, actually turn green Pentagon. That was around 952. Pharma has turned green Pentagon too. All right, at about 545 cents here. And you got Kosan. Oh, finally Kosan turned green Pentagon too. So rubber stocks, Kosan. And then Penta also turned green Pentagon at 936. Okay, 936. So that will be definitely something you want to be checking out too. All right, checking out too in here. So you can always click here, check out the Penta stocks, and let's see where it is. It's up 3.4%. That's why we have this nice green Pentagon in here. What better way to pick up stock using the intraday? That's something I think that everyone should have this a very good tool to use of, and that's why we have the VSA 360 in here to give you the kind of opportunity. Of course, next week we'll check it out in here, but also check out the daily intraday report, because you have your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Some of the big moves like Cheetah Global came out on last Thursday before the big move. Just like many of them, we are starting our 100-day onboarding challenge now. If you are a member in here, make sure you sign up to our VSA 360 in here and be trained for the next 3 months in using the VSA 360 and using the VSA Meter through our foundation course 1 and 2, just like our past winner, Eric and Kit Go and Zenly. They are some of the success of our VSA program, and you will likely to be the next winner. If you haven't been very successful here, this is the time you want to check it out, our program in here. So contact 010266 in here and get away from the old stocks that you haven't been successful in here. Use our VSA 360 for our onboarding experience, and all you gotta do is sign up for our foundation class or plug-in, a special 1-year program in here with 12-month module membership in here. The pullback, you can attend multiple courses if you have signed up for a master class in here. And watch out for the US market, which I'll cover on December, as well as the trading palm oil futures, which we did debut a very good system going forward, which have a very high rate and can earn you a few thousand ringgit a day trading the CPO. So that will be on the 3rd of December in here. Come for our trading futures class and you'll be amazed at what you have to see in here. And of course, our senior coach Fu will also share with you some of his very unique high win rates or pullback method, which is starting on the 26th of this month in here on Saturday, and 3rd of December. That's the one we'll be showcasing in here. And again, we are very proud of our member. During that 20-day challenge itself, they're able to prove to do so much better within a month. Now imagine what is the benefit you get to do in our 3-month challenge that we are putting our members through. Of course, these are the plan and pricing. You can always sign up at our our website in here. And thank you for everyone for their great support on Google review. And of course, traditionally being part of our education, we'll continue educating our member in here and to you free of charge. The next one will be next Wednesday. Preparation for the post GE15. As I said before, market started to rally right now here. So going forward, the GE15, don't stuck with the dead wood. Get help, get good trading shares, get a good trading plan, and get the knowledge. I think that's very important, which has always been a part of what we've said in here. All right, so right now we want to look at a couple of stocks in here. We got Nora on the on Top Glove. So yeah, let's put on the Top Glove here. So you can see Top Glove, very nicely done. since Green Pentagon pick up, you are up 11%. Okay, if you have gone in the Green Pentagon, and Green Pentagon next day opening price. Okay, opening price. Or if you have gone in somewhere around 60 cents and right now it's 90 cents, and you can do the maths too. 90 cents, 30 cents is almost about, let me just bring up the maths here, the calculator. Alright, so if you have gone in here, the opening price 60 cents, now it's 90 cents divided by 60 cents. That's a 50% return already, right? A 50% return already. And if you have some those deadlock stocks, maybe you can cash out some. Okay, don't wait until the market return back. That's my thought on cool on Artronics. Okay, Artronics. Let's take a look at Artronics. Because the KLCI chart here right now is, you can see this big up move right now. You have a nice 2.41 in here. So since last indicate, well, that was a long time ago, 18th of July. Okay, switch to a 6-month chart. You can see here, that's where the market is. Finally, it did come, right? And also today has an upthrust. This one is a technology, I believe. I think, what do they do, Artronics? Let's go over the company website in here. It doesn't look like it's connecting here. Oh, it's in some sort of plastic technology here. And Artronics returned to the black. Oh, okay, so they're starting making money on 22nd of August. So, and looking at the Artronics, 60% return. So they are still pretty much in a very good term, right? 45 cents. Keep running it. Uptrust, I wouldn't worry, because we have to see tomorrow too. All right, cool. Next one we have is, okay, Nora, we think Top Glove, just continue to run it. I think that's pretty good too. Some other stocks, if you want me to look at, what better way to use the VSA 360 to do it, right? In here. And the financials, you can always go over to the Bursa website or the TradingView website here. Okay, now shortly, if you look from here, Artronics, this is Artronics. Okay, this one is Artronics, and if you compare this to Hectare, this one is Artronics. This is a sector, okay? ROE, industrial stocks. This one here is okay. Oh, Artronics is right in the middle, smack right in the middle there. So it hasn't had the kind of good return. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's what you can see, right? It's loss making, the one I have difficulty finding. This is the industry. This one is the VS. Okay, so fundamentally, you can see Artronics is not really a fundamental stock. So it's more of a trading stocks. If should it come back to positive return, then you'll see these stocks coming back too. Okay, any other stocks? Do pencil those in there. I'll be happy. Okay, we got Infotech. I think Infotech is again another trading stocks. Infoline in here. Since Green Pentagon 15%, continue to run this one. No doubt you see the uptrust, but it looks like the market is still floating higher in here. This is one of those new stocks which is just listed. You can see here. So Green Pentagon coming in here. Yeah, PE is a bit high, but again it is running on digital services. So it does look like there is a bit of momentum here. Run your profit towards the end of the G15 at least. Don't worry so much about the fundamental. Just debuted 33 cents in here. Now it's about 40 cents in here. Okay, 33, not too bad. Okay, that's all we have for today. Thank you for coming, members. Thank you for your support. So I'll do see you tonight or maybe tomorrow for our foundation course 1 and foundation course 2. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube in here, and do share our Telegram chat in your timeline, as well as so more people can benefit from our educational material, and also sharing our information and system that they will benefit to. Thank you for coming. We thank you for your time. Have a good weekend. For those of you who is coming tonight for our foundation 1 and 2, I'll see you tonight. Thank you. Bye bye.